Today, I'm going to be doing a flip through of my newly revamped 2024 reading journal, so stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. I want to thank you all for pressing that play button today. And if you find that you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. So yes, I have completely redone my 2024 reading journal, and we are 2 months into the new year. So I did a complete setup video of my first reading journal, which is this disc-bound planner. It's pretty much all DIY I made my own printables. I used some outdated planner inserts and things like that to create what I thought was going to be my 2024 reading journal. And I liked it. It wasn't that there was an issue with this exactly. It was more that I wanted a little bit more room to be creative. And I think that the bullet journal gives me a little bit more freedom in that sense. And I've been really stressed here lately. And I find that kind of decorating pages and things like that has helped ease that, and that's why I made the change. So yes, this was fine, but I think this is going to be better. I will show you a couple of comparisons as I show you my new spreads, but if you do want to see how I set up my disc-bound system, I will link that down below. I also did a January reading wrap-up as well. I'll go ahead and link that down below too, just in case you were curious to see how I was working my reading journal into a disc-bound system. So this, I believe, is B5. I'm still learning all the bullet journal lingo. I picked this up on Black Friday for less than $10. And when I was thinking about a reading journal, I'm like, let's just use one of the bigger reading journals I have. Being I was going from a classic size, I was a little too nervous to go too small too soon. So I went with this. They had a little, I don't remember, I think it was a hat or something embossed on the front. And I just covered it with a book sticker that I got off of Temu. And it says, I like big books and I cannot lie. Or should I say, I like big books and I cannot lie. Whatever. Can we just edit that out, please? No. But yeah, so I thought that was cute. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm centered. So here is my name page. Nothing super exciting. I just threw in a leftover printable name sticker I had that didn't even print very well. And then I threw on some of Wrong pet tape stickers. Now this page may look familiar. I did do some edits after I did the plan with me. But I recently got 2 new sticker books from Live Love Posh. I got Book Babe and Mystic Babe. This is from the Book Babe collection, not the letters, just the icons, the decorative stickers, and the quotes. And I did a plan with me showing you how I used it. I have since added the scrapbook paper. I really liked how that turned out. I think it really helped set it off. So I made a cover page that just said reading journal because I wasn't thinking initially that 2024 was going to take up as many pages as I think it's going to. So in the end, I probably only needed 1 cover page instead of 2. But as you can see, I made 2 because I thought I was going to have this. It just says reading journal, and then you're going to have 2024, and then somewhere else on the back it was going to be 2025. I don't know that it's going to be that. So this is Mystic Babe from Live Love Posh. These, like I said, are new sticker books. I am an affiliate for Live Love Posh as well as Archer and Olive. So I will have all of my links, all of my discount codes and everything down in the description box because my discount codes will save you a little bit of money off of any of the shops that I am an affiliate for. So I really liked how this turned out. I have since added my kind of index or table of contents over here. I didn't really want to go into detail. So right here, I have monthly wrap up is on page 29 and then page 76 is the 2024 wrap up. So I didn't go into detail about month by month. And now I have this empty box over here that I'll figure out what I want to do. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll put my book of the year or something in it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and then here is my goals page. I love how this turned out. So I just created a bookshelf, added some book stickers, and then I think these letters came from, I don't know why that one was coming up. I think these are Happy Planner. I could be wrong. They could be Recollections. I don't know, but I like how they look because they look like they're like on the shelf. They look like they're boxes, blocks, or even books part of the shelf. So here are my goals. These goals are the same exact goals I set up at the beginning of the year. I just obviously kind of made them look more like artwork here. So my goals are the same. It's read from 6 different genres. I put 6 hexagons here and I color them in as I complete the genres. Here is read 40 books. Again, I color in the hexagons after I read a book. There are 40 in here. Read 4 challenges, read 4 motivational books. I've divided into 4s. So then I will color in 1/4 as I reach those goals and then finish a new series. So once I do that, and I'm considering a series 3 or more books, so I will color that in. I do have space here and here, and I feel like I'll probably finish that off with something later on. I mean, we're only at the end of February, so I have a little bit more time. I could write how I rate my books, like my 5-star rating, kind of do my little information here. I could also do that here if I wanted to. I might end up doing that here. But I kind of didn't want to fill it up with stickers just yet. I wanted to leave this space for now in case I do want to add some extra things. As far as goals go, if I'm like really on it this year and I have reached all like most of these goals at like the 6-month part, then maybe I'll add some more. So I don't know. So I think I would probably fill up this page before I would fill up this page, just in case I do want to add some extra goals. New releases. So I've never done this before. This was not, I think actually, let's see here. So like this was my TBR in my old book. I created this in Microsoft Office. And then this was my new release. I also created in Microsoft Office. It worked fine. This way I just put these here, and these are only releases that are part of a series where I'm kind of at a stalling point waiting for the next book. So that's the reason why these are the only 5 that I'm tracking. I'm not one of those book readers yet that kind of like track new releases, just because I'm reading so many books from like that are kind of were popular last year or the year before. I'm kind of late to the game. So I can't really look forward to new releases because there's so many old releases I need to read. But these are ones that I need to read that are on a series. So like the new Finley Donovan, the 9th book in Zodiac Academy, which is supposed to finally complete that series, thank goodness. Fate of the Sun King, the 2nd book, Leather and Lark. That was the 2nd book which is after Butcher and Blackbird. That technically are standalone books. And then the last series in the Plated Princess series. And then my TBR is here. I just kind of made them look like books and I colored them in once I finished reading them. And I only did 12, so I didn't do 24 of 24 because as you can see, my reading goal is like 40 books. So I didn't want to like have a TBR that was like half that amount. So I only went with 12. And like one of them was like Finish Plated Prisoner series, just because there were 3 books at the beginning of the year that I would have to read to finish the series. And that would include the new release. I've already finished 1, so I have 1 more to read before the new series. The last book in the series comes out. Okay, and here is my Shelfie. So this was my Shelfie. This is part of my Shelfie and my printable. I had made this in Microsoft Office. I used clip art from like Canva, Google Images. This came from Adobe. Put it all into Microsoft Office because I created the bookshelf using just shapes and then filling it in with brown. So that's how I made that. But I decided to just make my own. They're not that hard. I just did like little rectangles and kind of made them all different sizes. Had a few that were leaning. And then I just used 6 stickers from this book, which I got off of Temu. I also have a discount code for Temu. But yeah, so I used that. I like how it turned out. I like how like I got to add a lot more of the stickers on the shelves to kind of break apart the books. Like here, it was just a lot of books and not as much decorative element. So I really like that. Got to even add a window. And then here's my key up here. So I just kind of like created like books sitting up on this shelf to be my key. So I am, when I finish this, I can look at this and do like how many books did I read per month? Like which month did I read the most books? This one is identical to the one that was in my Discbound reading journal. I literally used some undo and took up the stickers so that way I can reuse the stickers. So this is just from like, I think these stickers came from Bullet Journal Essentials or Bujo Essentials from Amber Plans Her Day. These like box stickers, I know these, now the months aren't, but then all of these are. And then most of the letters and numbers came from Caliva Plans Alpha Basics, which is sold out. I believe Bujo Essentials is also sold out. Okay, here's my reading log. This is pretty much, I mean, it pretty much is what it is. I just wanted to make sure I made the book covers big enough to see, but small enough where I can fit enough across the page and down the page. So I have enough for 5 rows of 6 on each page. So that would be 60 across 2 pages. And I mean, right now I'm reading a lot, and I think I will read a decent amount in March because I'm going to be on vacation. But after that, I can see myself probably slowing down a little bit. 5-star reads. I actually have a few 5-star reads, but I am waiting on the Mojo Jojo Go Wilds functional sticker book to come in before I put them on here. I'm just going to put the book covers on here. But in her Go Wilds book, she has stars. And I thought it'd be fun to decorate this with stars and then just put the book covers over that. It should be coming in any day now. But I really wanted to film this video. So just imagine it. You'll see it when I do a flip through at the end of the year. And then I loved how this turned out. My DNF graveyard. Some of these are a little wonky now that I look at it. Like, that is really wonky. Obviously, I couldn't be super, I'm not really an artist at all. I'm not really doesn't even describe it. I'm not an artist. I can barely draw. So I did these like tombstones, and these are the only shapes I can manage. But I'm literally going to put the books that I DNF'd on here. I usually don't DNF a lot of books, but I probably need to because there's some that I force myself to read and I'm like, what did I just read? This one is a little bit bigger because my thought was if I get down to here, I might just have to start writing them, writing multiple in this one. But you can see I'm just going to write the title of the book. This was part of a series, so I put that on here. It was the Coven of Bones series. It was the second book in the series. I read 25%. And I feel like once you get to 25%, if you DNF it, you're pretty sure you're not going to go back at that point. All right, here's the book battle. This is pretty much identical to what I had printed out in my Discbound. I just did this by hand by just doing some little rectangles. And I'm going to do it quarterly. So the 3 books, top 3 books, book from each month, will come with a quarterly winner, which would then compete against my second quarter winner. And then we will have the first half of the year winner. And the first half of the year winner competes against the second half of the year winner. And then have my book of the year. Okay, and this is my series tracker. So these stickers are also from Book Babe from Live Love Posh. Super fun. I ended up using these stickers after the fact because what I did is I got really colorful with all the circles and I was like, oh, these stickers match perfectly. So I wasn't sure how I wanted this page to be in my Discbound system. I know this one is just laying somewhere. It's right here. You can see I was trying the highlighter colors. I just wrote it with the boxes and that's perfectly fine. But sometimes it's like a lot of these books are like referred to by their name. And I always get confused which book is which. So this is why I just wrote the actual title of the name and then checked them off. I probably should have left A Court of Thorns and Roses off this list because I finished the last book that has currently been published at the end of last year. So, and I don't believe a new book is coming out this year. So I probably could have left that one off. But all of the other ones, I am likely going to be reading or trying to read them this year. This one I need to check off. Okay, that makes me feel better. So I even put the Bonds That Tie because I like read half of the series and I'm like, I probably just need to go ahead and finish it. I kind of DNF'd the series, but I might go ahead and give it another try. And then like Caraval, I put that on here. I haven't started it yet, but it's one of the series I really want to read. And then here's my genre trackers. These shelves also came from the Book Babe, Live Love Posh Book Babe sticker book. And this is how I'm tracking my genres. So I've only read 4 genres thus far this year. I've read memoirs, mystery / suspense, fantasy, and romance. And then I'm coloring them in based on this. As I read another genre, I would add another color to it. And then it just gives me an overall picture of how many different genres I'm reading, which looks pretty sad right now, doesn't it? I am all in the fantasy world. I will have you know, I am currently reading and or listening to 2 romance books. Yes, I am. One of them is an audio and one of them is a Kindle. So hopefully I'll be adding 2 more to that soon. And then I've also broken them down in a list format. And because usually what I do is I will write it down in the list format first and then color it in whenever I feel like it. But as far as the list format, I still need to write in the headers, but I write down the title, the format, so whether it's Kindle, audio, or physical, the date completed, the star rating, and then the subgenre, because so many of these categories have subgenres like fantasy, romantasy, magical realism, dark fantasy, historical fantasy. I even put cozy fantasy. So I feel like, the subgenres can be kind of helpful. And they have suspense and thrillers. This is mystery and suspense, thrillers, romance. This one is blank because I wasn't sure which one I want to put on there yet. We'll see if I get into another genre fairly heavily where I want to have a dedicated box. If not, I might just carry down romance. And then here's other. Other is pretty much what it is. So instead of subgenre, it's just going to be genre. And then here, if I run out of room, like for fantasy, because we're 2 months in and I'm already like a third of the way in, I can add it here. So we'll see. And then here is my challenges cover page. And I will say I decided to clip all of the challenges pages at the bottom because when you shut the book, you can see where the challenges start. So I didn't have to tab it. And I felt like I had to clip them all so I can see the section. It was easier to see. Again, these letters came from Kelva Plan, and then these stickers came from the Mystic Babe sticker book. I do have flip throughs of Mystic Babe and Book Babe on my channel as well. Okay, so I have left spaces because last year I did reading challenges for each season. Well, it started in the fall, so I did fall and winter, but I kind of like that. I think it's fun to kind of do like smaller. They were easy for me. They were ones I created myself, so of course they were easy, but I kind of want to continue that. So I want to create a spring challenge. We'll probably do that one on camera next month. The summer one. Oops, sneak peek there. Fall one, and then I put holiday just because winter is like at the end of December. So that's more going to be a 2025 reading challenge. So I just put holiday, but this could just be a space for an extra challenge if I want to do it. And then you saw my A to Z. I already had to white out one. I don't remember what I put there by mistake. But A to Z, again, the letters from Kelva Plan. And this is the Mystical Babe from Live Love Posh Crystals. I just thought it kind of went with the whole stars with the letters. I thought it kind of went well. That's why it just called to me. But yeah, I just drew the boxes and then I drew them a little big. But I have this whole book, so who cares? We can do a 2-page spread. So I really liked how it turned out. It was fun. And then here's my book bingo. This is from Robin's Planning Nest. That's another reason why I like having this bullet journal, is I can use all of my really cute stickers and don't have to worry about it because this can easily be stored on a shelf. I just feel like it can be stored a lot easier than a disc-bound book. So I'll be keeping it for a long, long time. So that way I can just look at these beautiful stickers whenever I want. But this book bingo is the same identical one that was in my disbound. I just transferred it here. I did make one change. I had written in the 80s and I changed it to written or set in the 80s or 90s. I just realized with how I'm reading right now, that's probably still going to be a struggle. So I didn't want to make it too difficult. And here's the buzzword reading challenge. These stickers are from the Hobby Lobby Bees book, which is an older sticker book. So I don't know that it's available because I know I had bought one regular price and then I had bought one on clearance last year. So it might be gone. But I'm just going to print the book covers that meet the challenge. And then I wrote the buzzwords down here. So yeah. And then the final one is the Goodreads award winner. And after I put it down and realized that Wayward was on here twice, which would be, great because it could, check off 2 of them. I just don't know that I really want to read that book. So we'll see. Maybe I'll put another book cover there for one of their other award winners because they had a whole bunch. But these were the ones, these were all lumped together, but they were also ones that I thought I could read. See, I've already read this one. I read this one last year. I'm currently listening to this one, Happy Place. I have Hellbent on my Kindle, and I have Handmaid's Secret on my Kindle. So I should be finishing at least 3, hopefully soon. And then we come to the monthly wrap-ups. Again, stickers from Book Babe from Live Love Posh. And I'll show you guys January. I'll show you February during my February monthly wrap-up. But the way I decided to do it was just do a calendar that was sideways because it just seemed to work better for me. And I decided to track when I start and finish a book using my dot markers. And I love it because this is how I was doing it in my disbound system. I was just using a planner page, a planner calendar, and I was drawing arrows. So I had started The Woman in Me and then continued it on through Saturday, Monday through Saturday. However, I will tell you, where is my reading recap? I don't remember, but I had one of these for January and I had noticed that I did not read on Thursday. So this gets confusing about tracking when you read, and like right here, Iron Flame was from 2023 and I continue that on. So then it kind of gets confusing when you're listening to a book while you're also reading a book. So I like the dots a lot better because you can see here I put them, here's my key. So I put the corresponding dot like right here. Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun audio. So I started on the knife. I put an S right there, an F for finish. But at the same time, I was reading Iron Flame. So it's just easier to see. And then if there is a new release, I can write that in here too. So wonder where that blue came from. But yeah, so that is that. I really like this. I think it's easy. I don't have enough dot markers to coordinate with the decor, but that's okay. So right now, I think this is going to be pretty much this, at least this is going to be the setup I'm thinking for the rest of the year. So I'm going to just write my key here as I read a book. And then I kind of write a TBR over here. And then here's my reading recap, which I just kind of showed you how I was doing it in my planner. So it's pretty much identical, except now I'm not using this because this tracks when I read and when I start and finish a book. I can see if there's no dot, like there's no dot, there's no dot. So I did not read 2 days. But this is just my stats, so it's the same thing. So this is the number completed, and I put icons here for my Kindle, my audio, my physical. Number of pages or hours, because audio, I do hours and not pages. And then the totals. So it's the totals from here. And then I also added days because I can look here and tell that I read for 29 days. And then here, I had captured a lot of this stuff here. So it's favorite book, least favorite, longest, shortest, favorite character, and favorite moment. So like longest and shortest, I really do like keeping track of that because it is interesting to see, like even though you see the pages here, sometimes like I might read a whole bunch of big books where I might read 4 books and still like get close to the same amount that I read with 10 books. You know what I'm saying? So I like that because you can kind of see the range of the books. I did read one short book that in January. And then I'm also keeping track of my genres down here. At the end of the year, I might do like a chart or pie chart or a graph or something, but right now I'm keeping it simple. And then I did keep track of my abandoned books. Only one of them has made it to the graveyard because the second one was the Encyclopedia of Fairies. That was the audio version. I'm thinking that that might be better suited by reading it instead of listening to it. However, that may be transferred to the graveyard at some point. So basically, I'm going to be dedicating 4 pages for each month. I don't think I need more. If I need more, I can use some of the pages at the back. But I'm going to do 4 pages for each month. So I'm going to do the calendar, the recap, and then I have 2 pages to do book spreads. I can do, like right now, I have not done my book spreads, but I'm going to do From Blood and Ash and 6 Scorched Roses because those are the 2 top reads from January. I may do 1 book. I may do smaller spreads for multiple books if it was one of those good months. So we'll see, but I like the option to like be creative and make a pretty spread. This is where I'll get more into the nitty gritty. I might write some quotes, might write things that annoy me about certain characters, things that I liked about certain characters, things that I don't touch on when I do my regular reviews. Okay, so you see how those were not notched at all because the challenges were notched. So then my monthly section is not notched. And then the next notch section is my reviews. Now I have saved a few pages prior to my reviews, which I may end up moving if I need to. This is going to be like my 2024 wrap up. And I put that after my monthly recap because it's going to be summing up my monthly. So this is where I will put my stats, maybe of like genres read and stuff like that. But then we have reviews. These are stickers from DEK Designs. It was like a journaling sheet. So I use like their washi sticker strips to kind of fill in the space. And I am pretty much right now doing my reviews identical to how I was doing them here, which is like this. So you have this and this. It looks pretty much the same. However, if for some reason, like I don't pre-do the division, sneak peek, like right here, I've finished reading this one, so I've drew the line. But I don't divide this beforehand. So if I read a book and I really don't have that much to say, then I can actually shorten it if I want to. It's kind of hard to shorten it somewhat because I do write the time frame that I read, the start and the finish date, the pages, and then the genre. I could move the genre elsewhere. It's fine. But I do notice that now I have space under my ratings. So I think what I'm going to do, like over here, there's like an hourglass. And I think I have another one on one of my other pages. But I was thinking I might go back and do like little icons. I'll either draw them in or use stickers like Britney Spears. I can do like music notes. Finley Donovan jumps the gun. I can do like money. I was going to say Iron Flame, I can do a dragon, but I can't draw a dragon, and I don't think I have a dragon sticker. So I might have to come up with plan B, but I think that would be kind of fun to do little icons to fill in the space, and it makes it a little bit more decorative. But I still like how this looks compared to, I mean, this was fine, but this looks a little bit more fun with the colors and stuff like that. So we'll see how far this goes. Of course, I notched all these at the top, and I'll notch them as I go. So that way I don't want to pre-notch them and then stop reading books and not have them all filled in. But that will leave me, let's say I do finish book reviews and this is all the space it takes. This is all I'll have left at the end of the year. And that is not going to be enough for a new one. So I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, this isn't enough. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not enough. So I was thinking what I could do is I could start from the back and I can do like, I don't really listen to podcasts. I would think I would like to listen to podcasts, but I could do like other types of media. I can also do like series spreads. That was something that I was doing in here. So I can kind of, because there's some that I don't like how they turned out. Like these are so small. So I think I would actually like to make this one a little bit more fun. So I might redo, this is the Plated Prisoner series, so I might want to redo this one. This one is also small, so I might want to redo that one. But I might do series spreads in the back. I don't know. We'll see. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I probably will. Because I kind of want to use up the pages. I don't want them to go to waste. But in the event that I have like this many pages at the end of the year, I'll find something for them, or I'll use these as pen test or something. I'm not going to let them go to waste, but we'll figure it out. But look, it's already getting thick with just stickers, and all I've pretty much done is set it up. And we're just 2 months in. So this is going to be a thick book. So I might not really be able to fill out every page. But there we go. That is my brand new take on a reading journal. Like I said, I liked the discount system. I really liked the flexibility of the discount system because like right here, I'm trying to anticipate how many pages I need for each month. And I'm just going with I need 4. If I don't read in a month, or I wouldn't have a book spread to do, I think I'll do like TV series or something. So I will find something to do to utilize all 4 pages. I'll track something even if it's not books, because I do want to fill the space. And the purpose of doing a reading journal, yes, it's fun to look back and see what I've read, but it's also another creative outlet. And because I have been so stressed and so anxious lately, I have been turning to my bullet journals so much. And I have a lot of them that are like more memory keeping. So they're like more of once a month or once an event type book. And I want something that I can kind of play around with a little bit more. And I do have another one I just also am creating that will come up in a video shortly. But yeah, so basically I switched because I wanted to play more with stickers and stamps and markers. And I'm happy I did. All right, guys, there we go. That is my flip through of my brand new bullet journal for my 2024 reading journal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. I still plan on doing some reading recaps. I don't know if that's something that you guys enjoy or not. I like going over that information. So I think for at least the immediate future, I will still be doing these reading journals monthly. Reading recaps monthly, and maybe during the reading recaps, instead of just like showing you where my reviews are while I talk about my reviews, maybe we'll do some fun spreads so that way you can see me trying to be creative. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would also subscribe. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.